Good morning, sir. May I come in?
Please do.
Thank you, sir.
You are
Dishant.
Dishant, AMRUTLAL.
Yes, sir. Dishant is my name.
Dishant is your name. Please take a seat.
Thank you, sir.
So Dishant.
Yes, sir.
By the way, that's an unusual name. What does it mean?
Sir, Dishant means horizon. That is, there is no ant of the dishas. So.
Okay, good. Can you give us a brief introduction, please?
Sir, as you're aware, my name is Dishant NISAR. I am born and brought up in Mumbai, and I have done my schooling as well as graduation in Mumbai. I am done bachelor's in mass media from University of Mumbai. Following my graduation, sir, I had the opportunity to move to Kutch, which is my native district in Gujarat. So there I have been practicing organic farming for 2 years, and in that process I realized I should also pursue civil services.
What is the connect between organic farming and civil services?
Right. Sir, I think it was witnessing civil services and the process for the first time, sir, because in Mumbai we do not have as much interaction with the services. So I think it was when I was in the rural scenario, I got to interact with officers, and in that, through a process of introspection also, I realized I should do this.
So what is it in the civil services that you find appealing?
Right, sir. Sir, I think it is the diversity firstly, and secondly, sir, the capacity to take initiatives that can impact the society at a larger scale. And sir, I personally enjoy working in that capacity. I personally want to push my boundaries, so I feel, sir, that civil services would be a right platform for me.
Right. Now, do you take an interest in sports?
No, sir, I have not been able to pursue as much interest in that.
So you have a background in mass media.
Yes, sir.
What do you understand by deep fakes? And before that, how did this phrase come into being? It's an amalgamation of two other phrases.
Right.
So deep dash and dash news. So you have to fill up the blanks. Deep dash and dash news.
Right, sir. Sir, if I can recall correctly, it is deep throat, which...
No. You've gone in a completely different,
sir, because
unexpected direction.
Sir, it was prevalent during the time of Washington that
it is deep learning.
Deep learning, right, sir.
And dash news?
Sir, fake news.
Yes, that's right. So deep fakes.
Right, sir.
Give me some input about deep fakes. It's been in the news a lot recently.
Sir, deep fakes have become prominent because of the booming artificial intelligence, sir. So that has allowed users to create certain fake images or fake videos, sir, which is harming society at large, and sir, it is causing issues.
I asked for some examples.
Right.
Can you give me some recent examples?
Sir, recent examples, one was of the actress Rashmika Mandana, sir, which became quite prominent. And sir, only 2 days ago, the police had captured the perpetrator of that crime. Sir, secondly was a viral video of our Prime Minister playing Garba. So, sir, that was also an example of that.
Right. Now, can you think of a situation in which deep fakes can be actually used positively? There have been examples of that
Right,
also.
sir. Sir, one of the examples is that certain people who we have lost in this world, sir, and they can contribute meaningfully, or sir, we have to recreate some of their things which can be used in the future. So sir, in that deep fakes can be used, for example, some music notes or using their voice to create some songs.
Well, the classic example is of David Beckham. They used his image to spread news about malaria in the native language where it was screened. Now, Mission Karma Yogi, what do you understand by this?
Sir, Mission Karma Yogi was the initiative by our Ministry of Personnel to bring in reforms in the civil services.
In what way?
Sir, one of the first things was to do capacity building, or ensure that through digital programs the civil services can learn new skills.
Right. And what is the platform, digital platform which is being used?
Right, sir.
Have you heard of IGOT?
Yes, sir.
What's the full form?
Sorry, sir, I am unable to recall it right now.
My last question to you. One Dhan Yojana.
Right, sir.
What is this all about?
Sir, as per my limited knowledge, sir, One Dhan Yojana is about uplifting the tribals and the forest produce. So, sir, providing them certain incentives so that they can collect that and they can put it in the market.
Any idea which is the which is the agency which is implementing the scheme?
Sir, TriFed would be one agency. Yes.
Full form of TriFed?
Sorry, sir, I am unable to recall it.
Tribal Cooperative Marketing Development Federation of India.
Okay, sir, thank you.
Thank you.
ओके दिशांत आप गुजरात से आते हैं
जी sir.
मीडियम इज इंग्लिश
Yes, sir.
yep all right you come from Gujarat and a beautiful area called Kutch
Yes, sir.
why the greater run of Kutch and little run of Kutch different?
Sir, the greater run of Kutch developed because of the salinity ingress, and it used to get inputs from the Luni and Banas river. And sir, geographically there is the plains of Wagad that lie between both the runs. So sir, because of that a bifurcation has happened.
And how the lands are different in both the areas?
Sir, I'll have to read more into this, sir. I'm not aware.
Okay, what is Little Run famous for?
Sorry, sir, I'm unable to recall it.
Okay, have you heard of Miyawaki
Yes, sir.
forest?
Yes, sir.
Why do plants grow so fast in a Miyawaki forest?
Sir, one of the reasons is the creation of such a macroclimate in that. So, sir, for example, since there is a large number of plants that are grown nearby, so sir, because of that there is a frequent exchange of organic inputs. So, because of that, sir, maybe.
Maybe, or are you sure?
Sir, I'll have to understand that in more further detail.
Organic farming
Right, sir.
may be a dream, but not a viable method of farming. Why?
Sir, one of the reasons highlighted in that is that organic farming will lack the capacity, that is the productivity that conventional traditional farming gives us. So sir, to feed our large population, to ensure that we get food grains or other horticultural produce to that extent, sir, we will have to continue with traditional farming, and organic farming might not be enough.
Traditional farming or modern farming?
Right, sir, the modern
The
chemical.
modern farming. So you mean to say organic farming by itself is not efficient farming?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. You do photography,
Yes, sir.
street photography,
Right, sir.
right? How is street photography different from studio photography?
Sir, in studio photography, the emphasis is on lighting. There is also the models are there, and sir, it is very scripted. But in street photography, sir, the focus is on capturing raw emotions or the diversity that is existing on the street, sir. So it is quite natural.
What are your favorite subjects when you go on the underbelly of a city or the glitz of the city?
Sir, for me, it has often been the first part, that is the underbelly of the city.
So you want to showcase India as the country of poor, deprived, and marginalized.
Sir, I look at it as bringing out stories of people struggling despite having such little means, and sir, that is an inspiration in itself, sir.
Okay, what do you understand by field of depth?
Right. Sir, field of that is the depth of field, sir. It is used to create the bokeh effect. So, for example, sir, if we capture a subject, so sir, the background is blurred in that way, so it gives depth and it gives emphasis on the subject in front of us.
If I use a 20 to 70 mm lens,
Right, sir.
or I use a 400 mm lens, which will give me better bokeh?
Sir, the 400 mm lens.
Why?
Sir, since the there is optical zoom in that. So, sir, because of that, the subject will be in focus.
All right. Okay, last question.
Yes, sir.
China's ship is calling a port in Maldives.
Yes, sir.
Right? It is supposed to be a surveillance ship, and Maldives says that they will not be undertaking any research or surveillance. What are then our concerns, India's concerns? A country can call its friend from anywhere, and oceans are open to all. So, what are India's concerns?
Sir, one of the first concerns when it comes to Maldives and this instance is that the fact that Maldives has allowed this, and while it is arguing for India to take out its army. So, if the Chinese warship comes closer to India, which through Maldives, sir, that is one of the first concerns, that this can have another effect, that this could be a start of something. So, in future, maybe China's naval ships can come there, maybe other research ships can come there, intelligence collection could be there. So, sir, that is the primary concern for us, that this could have a spiraling down effect.
How?
Sir, because
What
today,
spiraling effect?
sir, today it is a ship that has come in. Sir, tomorrow it will be a naval ship. Tomorrow maybe China would be building a naval base in Maldives. So, sir, that could be one of the reasons.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Whose birth centenary are we observing today?
Sorry, sir, I am not aware of this.
Who has given the Bharat Ratna this year?
Sorry, sir, I am not aware of this.
All right. You have given IFS as your first choice.
Yes, sir.
Why?
Sir, when I see 25 years down the line, that firstly India's stature is rising, and today a lot of emerging challenges that are there, they have a global dimension to it. For example, sir, technology, big data, and climate change. So, sir, I want to serve in that capacity as a representative of India.
How will you choose a language? Every IFS officer is asked to, take a language.
Yes, sir.
So, given a choice, which language will you choose and why?
Sir, while I would be comfortable learning any language which would be required of me, sir, my preference would be to learn Mandarin or Spanish, sir, because I think they are one of the largest spoken languages. And sir, Mandarin is necessary because we will be having a lot to deal with China. And sir, Spanish also becomes necessary because we have to attract the Latin American world where Spanish is prevalent. So, sir, that will become a language of the future for us.
Okay. You said you haven't seen the newspapers today.
No, sir, I have not.
Oh. Who do you know about someone who has commented on India not being a UNSC member?
Sorry, sir, I am not aware of this.
Elon Musk. So, what kind of changes are required in the United Nations Security Council setup? Has it been effective? If not, what is wrong?
Sir, first is that there is the division between the permanent 5 members as such, because any initiative that US brings in, China would veto it, or there is Russia also. So, sir, that division is there. So, because of that, sir, the UN Security Council has largely become dysfunctional.
Okay, what is the way out?
Sir, the way out is extension of that of the UN Security Council, sir. One of the reforms often suggested is to bring in other permanent members, or they could be given the status of non-permanent members for a temporary.
But that
period.
will not change the fact which you said. What is wrong with UNSC?
Sir,
If the veto power remains with these 5,
right, sir.
whether they are 5 members, 10 members, or 15 other members, how does it make a difference?
Right, sir. Sir, I agree, sir. Veto should go away, and sir, majority voting could happen once we increase the size of the UN Security Council.
Okay. What do you understand by prostitute?
Sir, as per my limited knowledge, sir, prostitute is a derogatory term used to signify journalists who are taking one-sided views or who are being closer to the government, sir.
And what is your opinion about today's journalism?
Sir, there are certainly challenges in today's journalism, sir, because one of the first things is that corporates and political class are dominating the upper echelons of the media. So, sir, because of that, media has not been able to function as independently as it should be. So, sir, that has.
So should we call them prostitutes?
Sir, certainly we can call them as such because, sir.
Is that why you left journalism and went to farming?
Sir, for me, it was rather more of an opportunity, sir, because I had to transition to Kutch due to family reasons. So I saw that as a learning opportunity.
Okay, last thing. How will you use your talent in journalism or knowledge in journalism and talent in photography if you are a foreign service officer?
Right, sir. Sir, in journalism and in photography, in journalism, if I talk about first, sir, we learn to be very objective and we learn creative writing skills also. So, sir, I think that would help me in the foreign services also to prepare such briefs, to prepare such statements. And secondly, sir, in media studies and photography at large, sir, we learn the skills of marketing and public relations. So, sir, that would help me in becoming a good foreign officer to convey my skill, to convey our point of view, to communicate well.
Promote India's image abroad.
Right, sir.
Thank you.
In Kutch, there is something called a Kutch festival.
Yes, sir.
What's it about?
Sir, the Ran Utsav is the festival that happens after November during the winter months in Kutch, sir, and it happens in the White Desert because water declines, so the desert becomes beautiful and there are salt.
All right, you have done something about voter awareness,
Yes, sir.
correct? Now tell me, should politics and elections be allowed in educational institutions?
Sir, I believe they should be allowed, sir, because, sir, we often find that after a while the youth becomes distant with politics, and since we need a lot of youth to get into politics to improve the political scene of our country, so, sir, that could be a good stepping stone for them.
But then elections in educational institutions
Right, sir.
are also backed by major political parties.
Right, sir.
Should elections in educational institutions be free from the backing of political parties?
Oh, there was a board in front which must have
Anyway.
fallen.
Meaning, should political parties participate in elections in colleges?
Sir, certainly reforms can be brought into this to distant political parties and their role, and as such we have to promote the student parties.
There was a very well-known committee set up to recommend about politics and elections in educational institutions. Can you tell me the name of that committee?
Sorry, sir, I am not aware of this.
It was headed by an IAS officer called Mr. J.M. Lingdo,
Okay, sir.
former Chief Election Commissioner. That was a committee that went into details of elections in educational institutions.
Okay,
Now, again, talking about elections, what's the difference between a state election commissioner and a chief electoral officer of a state?
Sir, the State Election Commission has been formed due to the amendments in the 73rd and 74th Act. So, sir, they are in charge of the local body elections. And, sir, the Chief Electoral Officer has been appointed by the Election Commission to facilitate the Lok Sabha and Vidhan Sabha elections.
How many members can a state election commission have?
Sir, I think the number varies as per the different states.
Are you sure?
Sir, I'll have to read more into this.
The constitution says a one-member commission.
Okay, sir.
Now, my last question. Why the women's reservation law? Why did it not give reservation to women in the Rajya Sabha?
Sir, since the Rajya Sabha is called as the House of Elders, and sir, the elections in that happen indirectly. So, sir, I think.
So what?
No woman would like to be called an elder.
I just thought of that. I said that.
Sir, I think it is Rajya Sabha has often been more of a platform where the candidates. Sir, I'll have to read more into this, sir. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Dishant,
Yes, sir.
you are a student of journalism and mass media.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, is media reporting fairly these days?
Sir, is media reporting?
Fairly these days?
Sir, certainly there are distortions when it comes to media reporting, sir. Often sensationalism is the prevailing norm because of the race to get TRP and all of that.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So it's what's your view on this?
Sir, we need reforms in this, sir. Journalistic ethics which are there have to be improved. And sir, I think it would start with training journalists as such, that they do objective reporting. The reporting is based on facts, and the content that comes out is often verified, sir. Because nowadays, to do breaking news, the content is not verified, and it comes out immediately.
Okay, what kind of differences you see between international media and Indian media?
Sir, in international media, often, sir, the debates that go on are facilitated by experts in that particular subject. And sir, when it comes to print media also, sir, the reports are verified. There is also, the journalists are more empowered there because their financial backing is strong. They are paid more. And sir, in Indian media, we see that the journalists are often underpaid. So because of that, sir, their capacity or motivation to work declines, and in the race to do breaking news, sir, often the facts are not verified. And our TV debates are also, sir, not very qualitative.
Okay, Nishant, we have different models. The world has seen different models of media. Yes. We have corporate medias, we have media which is controlled by the government, right, in the global level.
Right, sir.
Which model is the perfect model?
Sir, both models have their flaws because, sir, in the corporate media there is a race to achieve what is called as good balance sheets. So, sir, they focus on the commercialization aspect, they focus on advertising. While the government controlled media also has its concerns, because then that could lead to the party in power having more control over media. So, sir, I think that a decentralized approach could be the way forward, where grassroots journalism is promoted, and that cooperatives can also be formed in the journalistic sector, sir.
Okay, I see you are also into this documentary and short filmmaking.
Yes.
What kind of films you made?
Sir, in short films, I have made certain films for film festivals. When one of the theme was of drug awareness, another one was of disability. And sir, in documentaries, sir, I've worked professionally where I've had certain clients. For example, sir, one of them was Shraddha Rehabilitation Foundation, which picks up roadside destitutes, and it does counseling for them, and it ensures that they can be reunited with their homes. So, sir, those films I've made.
Okay, why you have specifically written short filmmaking? Why you think people are not watching these long films anymore? Why short content is being watched more?
Right. Sir, one aspect is that because of proliferation of social media, sir, and YouTube culture is now becoming prominent. So, sir, since people have limited time, and also, sir, attention span of people is declining because of the content overload. So, people now enjoy watching short films more. But again, sir, I would say that large films are also enjoyed now relatively because of the OTT platforms that are happening.
Okay, Dishant, my last question. What's the role of this clapper in movie filmmaking and all?
Sir, that clapper is used so that the audio can be synced in when when editing happens.
Why we say lights, camera, action, not the other way, camera, lights, action or something?
Sir, I'll have to read more into this, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Dishant.
Thank you, sir.
So, Dishant, we come to the end of our formal interaction. So, a quick couple of questions before we go into the feedback mode.
Right, sir.
When you have your interview?
Sir, my date has not come yet.
How many mocks have you taken?
Sir, this would be my second mock.
Right. So, I would suggest that in the time which you have to walk a tightrope between the number of mocks you want to take and the preparation which you want to do.
Right, sir.
Because beyond a point, mocks also suffer from the law of diminishing returns. How do you feel how you performed today? Your self-evaluation.
Sir, certainly in the questions of media, when sir asked about prostitutes, sir, I could have taken a more balanced stand that not all is wrong, sir. Certainly media is also performing very well. So I think I took some extreme stands in that. Sir, deep throat was also a mistake, sir. I should have explained that.
So Dishant, let me give you an idea of what this exercise is all about.
Yes, sir.
So essentially it's not a test of knowledge per se. It is a test of your officer-like attributes. They are looking for integrity, so no guessing, no bluffing.
Okay, sir.
They are looking for balanced opinions. So as you said, you need to, think it over, and then you can even ask for some time if you feel like.
Okay, sir.
They are looking for conceptual clarity, logical thinking, lucid exposition. All these come in the mix. They are looking at self-confidence and poise. So, sometimes they throw you a curveball just to see how you handle stress. Then they are looking for awareness, that's very important, of yourself, of your surroundings, of your district, state, nation, the world. So, you're a very good candidate because you tick such a lot of boxes. You are articulate, you have a pleasant personality, your hair needs to be combed.
Right, sir.
And you needn't sit stiffly like this. Let your hands be normal, let them take a comfortable pose, and your legs are splayed out, which should not be. It should be between 10 and 12 inches.
Okay.
So sit like this. And the more relaxed you are, the more positive vibes come out. Now I'll give you some practical tips on how to approach your preparation.
Sir, can I get...
No, it'll all be made available to you. There will be a recording made available to
Okay,
you.
sir.
So you can just
Okay, sir.
take the tips from that. Take about 100 to 120 of these A4 size papers.
Okay, sir.
Think of all the questions that can come your way. And there are 3 or 4 areas. One is your DAP. Then one is current affairs. Then your subject and your job. And once you have your question bank ready, then on each do a deep dive. On each topic, just do complete mastery of that. And after doing that, reduce it to 4 or 5 bullet points in order of priority.
Okay, sir.
And then sit in front of a mirror and practice. I don't know why everyone starts off, whenever they are asked why do you want to go into the civil services, they start off with diversity. Diversity is personal to you. Diversity is there in hundreds of other jobs.
Right, sir.
Here the point you have to highlight is how India is on a trajectory of growth. You want to be part of this growth story, and there is no better career option in terms of interacting with the public
Right.
and impacting their welfare. So right in the beginning you get to have a one-on-one interaction with them, learn of their problems and attempt to resolve them. This gives you that platform, and later on you can give inputs for policy formulation as well. So highlight these things.
Okay, sir.
You have a habit of saying, as per my limited knowledge. Tell me one thing, why should the panel approve of someone who has limited knowledge? You are shooting yourself in the foot. Why are you underselling yourself? You've got a very good knowledge base.
Okay.
So it also gives a sense of false humility.
Okay.
So just avoid this phrase. And another phrase which you are using very often, I have to read more into this, more about this. Yes. These are actually very minor things, but the overall impact.
Right.
Someone who's fussy about the language like I am, it grates
Right.
there. Yes. Someone else, it will just pass by. So these are the peculiarities of the panel which you will face. But I would suggest you go there with an absolutely uncluttered mind
Okay.
and with a lot of positivity. Because you bring so many positives to the table, you should go there with this idea. I'm going to ace this interview. Huh? And try and keep your voice modulation also accordingly. You know, it shouldn't be just flat and monotonous all the way.
Okay.
When you are passionate about something, you are passionate about organic farming, you should show it.
Okay, sir.
You are passionate about the civil services. You are desperate to get this job. Why? Not for yourself, but for the impact it will make on others.
Okay, sir.
Right? Anything from your side? Any question?
Sir, were my answers on why joining IFS satisfactory? Because, sir,
See, when these kind of opinion-based question comes, there is no single standard or benchmark.
right, sir.
All you have to do is say what you honestly feel and back it up with logic.
Okay.
Right? That's all. You don't need to worry about that.
Sir, often the questions related to media are asked to me, sir, and we know that the state of journalism is not that good. So, sir, what can be a balance in that?
As you said yourself that you went along the prostitute route wholly and fully.
Right.
You should have given some caveats that there are some journalists who are doing a splendid job.
Right.
Right? And not just that, if you can back it up with some personal insights which you have, gleaned,
Okay.
that makes a lot of difference. Because anyone can come up with generalized answer, but with you, we are looking for some expertise here.
Something.
Right?
Okay.
You've done this mass media, so we are expecting a degree of expertise.
Okay, sir.
Anyone?
Yeah, one more comment.
Yes, sir.
The way you are sitting, it looks like a student is sitting in front of his teachers,
Okay.
not an officer, young officer sitting with his seniors. You should be little straight and firm on your back, this thing. You're slouching right now, like
Can you go back into the chair?
trying to listen.
आराम से बैठो. Are you
This is-
comfortable now?
Yes,
This
sir.
is much better.
And the hands of the arms are, yeah,
This
that's
is
better.
Absolutely.
Okay, sir.
Earlier you were sitting on the edge and like this.
Yes,
like
sir,
a
I was
student
slouching a bit.
Trying to grab as much as what the teacher is trying to say.
Right.
पैर अच्छे से लगने चाहिए. कुर्सी गहरी. The chair will be deeper, right? But your feet should be comfortably
Absolutely.
on the ground. Only then you will be comfortable.
Okay, sir.
Okay?
Okay.
Wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir.
Best of luck.
Thank you, sir. Thank
All
you.
the best.
Now go out there and ace the interview.
Thank you, sir.